Hello, today we'll be drawing this black creepy cat. Alright, today we're going to draw a black cat because it's Halloween and black cats are like a cool, spooky, Halloween-y kind of thing. I'm going to start off with just kind of like I'm going to make shapes first. Shapes help you kind of see. So this is going to be like the head. Kind of this weird kind of octagon thing. I'm gonna be Arch because he's like hissing like that's gonna be his body. He's gonna have long legs, and then we're gonna put a big cool tail up here like this, and the long legs in the back. So those are just the basic shapes. I put a little cross, so this is the center of the head, and then I'm gonna draw one eye up here and one eye up here, and this tells me where the nose goes. The nose goes right here on that little cross. Then we're going to make this cat smiling, but kind of, angry eyebrows. There's a little smile. We got the shape for the eyes, so we're just going to put, kind of like a downward angle thing, kind of like this. And then darken up those lines. These lines are all real light, my light lines to kind of see where I'm placing things. He's gonna have some big ears, big triangle ears on the head, like that. All right, it's looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna keep working on the face. So he's got his big, then we're gonna put his eyes. It's gonna be a long line because cat eyes are straight. I'm gonna try to make it look like he's kind of looking at us. So put him kind of close in the center, so he's kind of focused at us out here. Then we're gonna give him a mouth. Just a little circle underneath, then we'll give him some pointy teeth because he's like a Halloween cat. We'll make that mouth a little longer. Like this, we'll put a little tongue in there, see? A little swoop. And then we'll just fill this in black with our black colored pencil or crayon or whatever you want. So he's looking pretty cat-like, so we'll just put the ear, give it a little line right in here, like this. And then I'm going to give him some hairy, we got the head shape, but we're going to change it by adding some more hair here on the outside like that. Make these lines a little darker. A little chin. So far right there. And then we're going to give this kind of weird lima bean shape. This is going to be his body, but I want the hair to kind of stand up, so we'll do little upward spikes. Like that. I'll give him a little spike on his head too. A little. Like that. Now for his legs, he's got long legs. We're gonna have him standing on a fence. We'll give him some long legs down. Halloween cats always have long legs for some reason. If you look up Halloween cats, long legs. And we'll keep his body there. I'm gonna draw his other leg. So you got the leg all the way down here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make him standing on a fence. So across we'll just do a triangle down here and move the lines down. And then this is where we put the paws, right on the fence, like that. And then I'm gonna put the other versus both legs standing on the fence. We'll put the other paw out, those little lines out. And then here's his other claw, like that. He's like, hee. And then we got the one fence, so make all your fences about the same size if you can. Just put triangles like this. We'll make it look like an old beat up fence in a second. So he's got that. Then he's got the hairs. Oh, we got to give him some big whiskers. Give him some big whiskers like that. And then we'll give him another back leg. So the back of this lima bean kind of shape, you're going to go down again, like that front leg. Go down to a little point. And then we'll put another triangle back here. Doesn't matter if your triangle's, it's an old beat up fence. And we'll put another paw right there. And we'll see the other paw coming out again. He's like walking on the fence at night. And then, so we have that. We'll make the rest of the body a little darker up in here. And then we're gonna give him his big tail. So make a big, cool, swooping line. Whoosh! Make the noise like that as you go. Makes it better. Like make this side a little hairy. Whoosh, but hairy. Like that. And then we're gonna give him a little moon up here. So just draw a circle. But to make it more spooky, we'll put a cloud in front of the moon. So just draw some lumpy shapes like this, whatever. It could be any lumpy shapes like that. I'm going to start with some blue, but you can make them purple, any color you want. I'm going to do multiple layers. That's what I like about colored pencils. I can add lots of layers. I'm going to leave the mouth area a little white so he's easier to see his mouth. So there's some blue there. We'll give some blue up in the back. I like coloring. When I do my storyboard jobs for animation, I don't get to use any color. It's all just black and white, maybe a little bit of color to show something specific, but in general, just black and white. So I like to be able to work in color. Look, I'm just going over the lines I had earlier just to give me an idea of the shapes. I'm just going right over those lines. Don't even worry about them. You don't have to erase them. All right, so there, I put some blue down. We're going to use this black that I used in the first place and go over with some more black. I was trying to get it darker because he's supposed to be a black cat. I'm going to build up the black though, instead of just going in hard at once with the one black, making it real dark. I'm going to use layers. That's what I like about colored pencils. You can layer the colors. I'm going to forgot to give him some hair in his ears. There you go. That looks pretty good. Looking a little more spooky. I'm trying to make this look like a spooky cat versus a friendly cat. I like cats. I wish I could have a cat, but I live in New York City and my building doesn't allow cats. I see cats out in the alleyway. I see from my window, roaming around, meowing. They get in fights every once in a while in the middle of the night. So here he's getting a little darker all over the place. You know, Halloween is my favorite. I like all the spooky stuff. I like decorating the house. Well, I don't have a house right now. When I was younger in high school, I used to really decorate my parents' house for Halloween. We used to have like 300 kids would show up at our house. So I'd come home from school, start decorating the house. I'd do that. It was super fun. Carve a lot of pumpkins. When I'd normally do at least 10 pumpkins. I'm going to use a darker blue now. I think using more colors gives it a little more depth. Use whatever you're comfortable with. I love colored pencils. I love pencils. I've always been a pencil guy. That's why I like drawing. I like the feel of pencils. It's smooth. You can do light or hard, light pressure. You can do hard pressure. It gives you different effects. I always think that's pretty nice. So I'm kind of, as you can see, I've been going light on this one a lot, but trying to use some blue and go a little darker. Maybe he's got little like white feet. The reason I left the mouth area, if I went that all dark, I couldn't see the lines of the mouth. So it's more like I leave it light so you can see it. Well, there you go. I'm just coloring however I want, however the pencil moves. Some big lines. Gives it the energy of like the spooky cat. I think Halloween is supposed to be like sketchy. I'm gonna go back to this lighter blue. Just give it a little more color. See, this is my black. I'm gonna go in a little bit more. There you go. He's looking pretty dark. A good black cat. We're gonna make his nose. We'll make it like a dark blue, but just leave it blue with no black, so you can. And then he's gonna have glowing orange, yellow eyes. You'd see them at night. This would all be shadow, and you see these glowing eyes. Ooh! Color the moon yellow. And we'll use some orange. We'll color the inside of the ears orange. I realize they're not orange, but I want it to feel like Halloween, so we're gonna make it orange. And we're gonna make the edges of his eyes a little orange. Then we'll make his tongue orange too. That's looking pretty Halloweeny, right? Maybe give the moon a little orange. It looks pretty good. Oh, now here on the fence. Now I'm gonna switch to brown. We're gonna put a little line here, like that. Parallel line, so you can see it'll look like the fence has some depth. And it's like going back. Whew. And then it's an old beat up fence, so give it some lines. Maybe a hole. You can make it dirty. I use the edge of the pencil. Like this, see? I'm laying it down flat. Go real light. Real light. Just a gentle touch. And then since the moonlight will be reflecting, you get the Edges might be yellow from the moonlight. I'm gonna add some bats in the sky because it's Halloween. So I'll just do a little bird shape like that. But then we'll put the spooky stuff, extra lines or a jagged line underneath. Right, you see how I did that? We'll do another one up here. We'll do just like this. And then underneath, you go like this. And then fill it in. Then you have extra little bats flying around for extra spookiness. Do one more bat down here, like this. There you go, Halloween cat. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. This is my black cat drawing. I really like these big eyes. I like the gesture, the big gesture shape, the swoop. I like how tall and skinny he is. This little old fence, the bats, the moon, the big swoop of the tail. I think it feels really Halloween-y. You know he'd be making a lot of noise at midnight, real creepy like. So I'm really happy with how this came out. I'd really like to see how your black cat came out. Before you go, make sure you check out some of my other drawing fun videos. And I hope you were inspired to pick up a pencil and get drawing. I believe everyone can be drawing. So, thanks for watching.